we need to put something in the bucket, check the bucket to make sure we're not putting new wine into old wineskins. Between 12 years and 13, they're adults. You go to Africa and you find out that 12-year-olds are taking cattle, 300 herds of cattle across dangerous terrain, fighting lions and wolves. You find a 12-year-old right now that can handle that type of responsibility. Black, Chinese, white, in America. So that's I want to emphasize that no man's land that's going on. These teenagers, you're born a man. You're born with faculties. You're growing up a man. You're not one thing to become something else. You're born a young woman. You know what I mean? These terminologies are creating these false arenas. You know what I mean? And creating schizophrenia. You know what I mean? We are what we're born, and then we have to be nurture manhood from the child, and start there. Start with the child that got abused before he was ever locked up, and deal with the child that was ignored, why he ended up in those circumstances, and deal with what the man said. There are a lot of innocent people being locked up. So what happens to a man when he is innocent, got locked up, and comes out of a penal institution? Who are you dealing with? So I give thanks for the time.
All right. And seeing one thing about it, people, you got to understand, it's all our problem, okay? Because that pedophile living across the street from you, you get what I'm saying? That dirt bag too. So what, do you not come out your house and you stay in the house and starve yourself to death? Or do you get knowledge of your surroundings, find out who your neighbor is, find out who the person is down the street, so you know what kind of neighborhood you in? And me, I'm Southwest, I'm right in the bluff, so I know what kind of neighborhood I'm in, but I love all my people in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The crazies, the cool, and the crazy cool. You get what I'm saying? But I want to tap on another one of the subjects, where I was describing my drug dealers. This is very important to me. My drug dealers, we screwed the streets up. We need to fix it. So I'm taking all of you to come down here. Call me when the show over. If we still got some money put up, let's do a conscious benefit show. You know what I'm saying? Where we can have the kids on one side learning about the ancient Egyptian texts and learning about, when they were kings, when we were kings, when we were queens, you know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. Then have the adults learning about their 401k, learning about their health, their HMO. Learning about, how to plant seeds and grow food when this food war starts, because we really need to stop eating everything that white supremacy or outside your house other than what you cook. Because they got aspartame, MSG, you name it. They putting stuff in there that don't even need to be in there. Have you ever seen milk pasteurized? It doesn't do the body good. They told you that, and they told you to pass it on, that damn lie. It's snot, people, in your nose, snot, with blood and all that, and it's like grayish red. Then they bleach it white. They bleach it white and then put a happy cow on the front of it, and then have you run around there and tell my mom, I need some milk, and you run to go get them that same milk. Almond milk, my black people. Lactose-free milk, my black people. Because at the end of the day, you're making an industry that's killing you wealthy. And that's in more topics than others. But my question to the dealers is, we need to get our community back. If you see a bottle on the street, man, pick it up. If you see somebody that just looking like they about to do something crazy, let them know, look, this is my neighborhood too, dog. And that's why I can't bring my kids out here, because the shit you doing. You get what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get the Black Sun. I'm getting the Black Sun in a second. If I want to take this caller, keep it real. Caller,
hello? Yes,
keep it real.
I was reading the book, man, and it stated that the black man is in trouble. And it also stated the only way the black man gonna get his freedom, you gotta get it through bloodshed. Now I'm talking about what the leaders have said to me. I'm talking about my black leaders. I ain't talking about when I go to school, I'm talking about no white leaders. I'm talking about what black leaders have said. Can y'all comment on that, man?
Black Sun, that's perfect.
Oh man, that's perfect. That's right on time, brother. I want everybody to pay attention very closely what I'm about to say. The militarization of this country has just begun, okay? They're gonna start militarizing the private schools, and it's funny how Jay talks about the youth. The government's taking over the youth. So with that being said, they're gonna take these children in these schools and start militarizing. What Black Sun is complaining about is that you got the right structure, but the wrong generals. Okay, we need, well, this is to Barack Obama, because we know there's a plan. You know, there's a reason why there's single dads and why there's such a high crime rate. For the caller that, you know, somebody, where are we going to go? They're going to militarize this whole country. But unfortunately, Jay Realists, they're going to eliminate God. That's done with. We live in those days today, okay? Yes. They're going to take an example from China. But see, I want to say this real quick, and this is to the Barack Obama and the people behind the scenes, okay? Because Brother Vibes said that you need black in order to go into Africa. Well, I'm saying here today, brothers and sisters, do not go into that unless we have not only a nation that we call our own, but we need our own aircraft carriers, we need our own battleships, we need our own destroyers, we need our own M16s, we need our own B-17 bombers, we need our own all that so we can protect our land, so we can start raising up a nation, raising up this youth, because without that nation, without that youth, without that anything, without that sovereignty, the government is going to take control. So for those of you that don't like this idea, it's going down. Oh yes, it's going down. You're either going to go into the military or be trapped in it. Well, it's all slavery. Right? Yeah. Let's get that straight. Yeah. It's all slavery. That whole King James Bible infuses slavery. We were enslaved by the Hyksos, by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, by the Greeks. Okay, so just reinforcing let me tell you something about the Alpha and Omega. That is a European concept, a beginning and an ending. The African concept is everything is continuous, but that died with Brother Arius. So, you know what I'm saying? When we teach things in the school system, yes, we're teaching a lie, but when we're teaching this God concept, we're also teaching them a lie. Yes. Okay? God destroys your culture and your identity. That's why when you went on the slave ships, they gave the scripture to, again, God and this whole concept, because everything is continuous. My mom and dad created me. Their mom and dad created them, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. That is an African concept. So don't come to me or my children with no European concept, Alpha and Omega, because they destroyed that concept with Brother Arius. But now it's be reborn with Brother Black Sun. Black power, brothers and sisters.
Hey. And one thing I do want to comment on, caller, we'll be with you in a second, is that I learned something again today, and it was from Black Sun. An atheist honestly means anti-Greek.
That's right.
Listen to me. Anti-Greek.
That's right.
So if you pledged Omega Psi Phi, I ain't talking about you. And you're a Christian, I'm definitely not talking about you. Omega Psi Phi guy. Okay, well, I ain't talking. Yes, I am. Anyway, I'm talking about, I'm an atheist. Let's go on and get that out the way then. Because I'm not down with the Greeks, and I'm not down with this Christianity, but I am down for and will die for the spirit of Yahshua and the spirit of God. Because that's the only thing real, okay? So caller, I'm about to get to you now, but keep it real. Caller, keep it real. Let's hear you. Caller.
Hello.
Caller. All right. Since the caller obviously has gotten caught up in something, we're gonna focus on the panel again, and I want to go over here to my man Vibes.
Hello.
Right? Yes, caller,
Hello?
you there? Keep it real. Before you say anything, keep it real.
First, I'd like to say all the praise is due to Allah and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who praises are given to forever. And Jay Realist, you are really the only one up there really saying something. The rest of y'all up there is not really even saying nothing. Especially the brother who got the hat on. How you gonna say that you gonna take a child word over an adult about going up to the school and all of that? It takes a village to raise a child.
Okay, and caller, we appreciate your insight. Okay, but one thing about it, it does take a village to raise a child, but it doesn't take one person in the village. It takes everybody in the village. You, me, them, those, they. That's consciously helping people. Not helping people out of hold up. He got a nice little ride over there with a tie flag. He probably sell it to me for something. Or the bartering system. I hear you, caller. Hold tight, but I want Prince Ebakaya to tap on that. Prince, can you tap on what he just said? Hold up, caller. We got to address this last call.
In order to have a village, if we go back to